Hi guys, welcome back to Gadget Game, and here I am with a new unboxing video. This is something I've been sitting on for about a week. Some of you may have already seen this. This is, if you've read the title, the PlayStation 1 Classic, but mine arrived the day it was released, but I haven't had a chance to get around to opening it yet, so I wanted to do this on camera so you can see it, see what you think of it. I've been seeing some pretty bad reviews of the emulation software that they've actually gone for on this. Obviously not living up to Nintendo's previous consoles that they've released, but obviously Sony having a stab to try and get into some of that market share. And as always with Amazon, loads of unnecessary packaging, but still does the job and gets the package here in good condition. So here we are looking at the PlayStation Classic. I think they've done a really good job on the packaging. It looks pretty close to the original from what I can remember. Unfortunately, I never got a PlayStation when it was originally released. I'm very jealous of my cousins who did get one. But as you can see, I have one now. And I'm very pleased with it actually. Looking at the packaging, some of you may have already spotted there's a key item on the back here. When we look at the games, that is extremely relevant to one of the games. There's a little hint that you'll need that to actually get further in the game. But let's just take a closer look at the games that are included on this. Battle Arena Toshinden, Cool Borders 2, Destruction Derby, Final Fantasy VII, which obviously everyone is going to go crazy over, Grand Theft Auto, Intelligent Cube, Jumping Flash, Metal Gear Solid, Mr. Driller, Oddworld, Abe's Odyssey, Rayman, Resident Evil Director's Cut, Revelations, Persona, R4 Ridge Racer Type 4, Super Puzzle Fighter 2 Turbo, Siphon Filter, Tekken 3, Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six, Twisted Metal and Wild Arms. Now, I think Sony have done pretty good with that range of games. There's a lot of good classic games, with a lot of content in there. Unfortunately, we are missing some key ones though. We're missing the Gran Turismo. There's, I can't understand how a Sony exclusive could be excluded from this. It was, the racing game for quite some time. It still is, it still leads the market on racing games. It is PlayStation's lead game still for racing. But, we can't always get, understand it's down to licensing rights as to why Gran Turismo is not on here. There are obviously others that could have been on here. But as I say, it's not a bad selection of games. Unfortunately, it's that emulation that is going to hold this back from having the success that the Nintendo consoles have had. And now actually getting the main box out. It's quite tight in there. There's nothing else in the box. So a box inside a box. So we've got the quite sturdy box with the PlayStation logo on the front there. And then let's have a look. It looks like another box. It's another box in a box in a box. And there's nothing left in there. So we've obviously got the manual, which they've replicated on the original again. That looks exactly as I remember the original PlayStation manual looking. And then we've got the console, and I'm always impressed with these mini consoles. They always look smaller than you was expecting them to be, even though you're expecting them to be small. This is even smaller than I thought it would be. So there it is. It looks massive, but if you hold that in your hand, it is tiny. It's it's probably only a little bit bigger than the PlayStation, the iPhone Max, or the iPhone Plus, and it weighs nothing. You know, there's obviously not a lot in here. There's obviously a chipboard with the emulation software on it, and that's probably all it is. So you've got some little foam feet, a plastic moulded casing, that is a fake clip on the back. You've got your HDMI socket, and you've got your charging port there. Then you've got your open button, which I understand is the reset button, not the reset button, the change game button. Obviously power, and then reset. I don't know what reset does, if open changes the game. And then you've got mimicked memory card slots and USB sockets for the control pads, which is what I'm actually really intrigued to see, is how good the control pads are, because the Nintendo ones were spot on, with the exception of the cable length. So I thought that was going to slide out, but apparently it unclips. Okay. So what else have we got in here? So we've got USB charging cable. You do get a HDMI lead with it. And then you've got two original PS1 controllers, obviously not DualShock, which would have been nice, but you know, this is the classic, so wouldn't have made sense to have the DualShock on there for this. But you get two of them, which is good. And then instantly, that feels so nostalgic. It is made from the same, it must be the exact same material as they were originally made from when this console was first released. The buttons feel really good. And when you get this in your hands, you'll understand what I mean. It's like I've gone out and bought a PlayStation 1 control pad that is in mint condition. It feels brand new, but old at the same time, if that makes any sense. And then they've got this nice little touch where they've shrunk down the connector to the scale of the console and then put the USB connector on it. So it goes from being a normal size controller to a mini connector to the USB. So let's unravel that and see how long this cable is, see if they've learnt from Nintendo's mistakes and given us a decent length controller cable. Just tie out the way. So not ridiculously long, but you know, it's probably about 1.5 meters, if that, maybe just shy of 1.5 meters. But yeah, could have been longer, but I guess it's probably the same length as the original, looking at it. And then that obviously just connects into the console really snugly, actually. That is really tight in there. You can see I've nearly knocked the camera over trying to get that out again. So that USB socket is really exacting, and it's quite difficult to get it in. That's what she said. But there is the console, and it looks really good. It does look really good. You know, I can't complain with the way it looks. The games, like I say, could have been better, but there are a lot of great 5-star games on there. Could have been more, but you know, I'm happy with this. Obviously, the emulation is something that I've got to experience myself before I can make a judgment on that. If you'd like to see me sort of stream or capture some of that gameplay, do let me know in the comments below. I don't plan to do that at the moment. I plan to just play this as a something to do in my spare time when I'm not playing some of the other amazing games that are already out there. But yeah, if you want to see more of that, please do let me know. If there's any questions about this that you're not sure from looking online whether this is for you or not, please do drop me a message. I'll be happy to get back to you and see how I can help you there. But that's it, guys. So this was just a quick video to show you what the console looks like, an unboxing, what you get in the box, and give you my thoughts on it. So I hope you've enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys soon.